John 12:34. Despite all the evidence, including hearing God's own voice, most of them do not accept Jesus as the true Son of Man, the promised Messiah. As he has done before, Jesus speaks of himself as the light. John 8:12-9. 5. He urges the crowd. The light will be among you a little while longer. Walk while you still have the light, so that darkness does not overpower you. While you have the light, exercise faith in the light, so that you may become sons of light. John 12:35-36. Then Jesus withdraws, because Nisan 10 is not the day for him to die. Passover Nisan 14 is when he is to be lifted up, nailed to a stake. Galatians 3:13. Looking back on Jesus' ministry, it is clear that prophecy was being fulfilled when the Jews did not put faith in him. Isaiah foretold that the eyes of people would be blinded and their hearts would be hard so that they would not turn around to be healed. Isaiah 6:10. John 12:40. Yes, most of the Jews stubbornly reject the evidence that Jesus is their promised deliverer, the way to life. Nicodemus, Joseph of Arimathea, and many other rulers actually put faith in Jesus. But will they act in faith, or will they hold back, either because they fear being expelled from the synagogue or because they love the glory of man? John 12:42-43. Jesus himself explains what putting faith in him involves. Whoever puts faith in me puts. The Jews hear God's voice. Will they show faith? John 12:28-50-242. Faith not only in me but also in him who sent me. And whoever sees me sees also the one who sent me. The truths that God instructed Jesus to teach and that Jesus continues to proclaim are vital, so much so that he can say, "Whoever disregards me and does not receive my sayings has one to judge him. The word that I have spoken is what will judge him on the last day." John 12:44, 45, 48. Jesus then concludes, "I have not spoken of my own initiative, but the Father who sent me has himself given me a commandment about what to say and what to speak. And I know that his commandment means everlasting life." John 12:49, 50. Jesus knows that shortly he will pour out his own lifeblood in sacrifice for humans who exercise faith in him. Romans 5:8, 9. Many hear God's voice. The basis for judgment with regard to Jesus: on what 3 occasions has God's voice been heard? What rulers put faith in Jesus, but why might they not confess him openly? On what basis will people be judged on the last day? 104, 243. Leaving Jerusalem on Monday afternoon, Jesus returns to Bethany on the eastern slope of the Mount of Olives. He likely spends the night at the home of his friends Lazarus, Mary, and Martha. Now it is the morning of Nisan 11. Jesus and his disciples are on the road again, heading back to Jerusalem, where he will be at the temple for the last time. And it is the final day of his public ministry before he celebrates the Passover, institutes the memorial of his death, and then faces trial and execution. En route from Bethany over the Mount of Olives toward Jerusalem, Peter notices the tree that Jesus cursed the previous morning. "Rabbi, see!" he exclaims, "the fig tree that you cursed has withered." Mark 11:21. But why did Jesus cause the tree to wither? He reveals the reason in his response. "Truly I say to you, if you have faith and do not doubt, not only will you do what I did to the fig tree, but even if you say to this mountain, 'Be lifted up and thrown into the sea,' it will happen. And all the things you ask in prayer, having faith, you will receive." Matthew 21:21-22. He is thus repeating the point he made earlier about faith being able to move a mountain. Matthew 17:20. So by causing the tree to wither, Jesus provides an object lesson on the need to have faith in God. He states, "All the things you pray and ask for, have faith that you have received them, and you will have them." Mark 11:24. What an important lesson for all of Jesus' followers. It is especially appropriate for the apostles in view of the difficult tests they will soon face. There is yet another connection between the withering of the fig tree and the quality of faith. Like this fig tree,